It is the last week of school in New South Wales, and I don't know about you if you're a mum out there, but I am absolutely wrecked. And the questions that I've been getting lately, number one is, how do you manage to, no, can't even articulate it properly. How do you create space at this time of year when all the things get thrown at you? And I'm a pretty grounded person and I can really kind of go with the flow. However, with multiple children and a business, being in e-commerce, I often find that things really get thrown at you and there's just sort of all these little bits and pieces. And I comment quite often about, those beautiful people and friends that are like, let's get together before Christmas. I'm like, no way. But I am absolutely wrecked, and I'm an introvert, and I know a lot of us out here, despite turning up and showing up on social media and doing all the things, then we can retreat and hide a little bit. So I've been consistently going for months, and I just cannot wait to go and hide in a dark closet. However, still got to get through a little bit of time, a little bit of the Christmas season. So what am I going to do, and what kind of tips can I give you to manage those, just to manage it? Forgive my words today, they are not coming easily. Number one is, do not let yourself run out of a beautiful antioxidant drink. I have. Shipping is slow at the moment. I cannot get it. I was going to borrow some from a friend, but then she wasn't well. And so I'm really hunting around, but hopefully my order will arrive this week. We're actually had planned to do a bit of and I've spoken about it before, a bit of a support for December and January by consuming this antioxidant drink and adding in a few other bits and pieces to help us stay energized and sharing all the tips, energized and excited. I ran out. What can I say? Bad timing. And also probably a sign that it was really beneficial to have this support, not like a challenge. I don't know if I like the word challenge. It was really just like a wellness support thing that we would encourage people to maintain their antioxidants when you've got so many things going on. A little bit of arcing back to my yoga teaching days is the old legs up the wall. So lying on the floor and just putting your legs up the wall for 10 minutes is a really beautiful restorative pose. It just helps to send blood to your brain. It also gives your body those signals that you're not in stress or fight or flight, because obviously when you're lying down with your legs up the wall, you are not being chased by a tiger, because that would be ridiculous. And so our primitive human bodies get these messages and go, okay, right, we're calm, it's okay. Another thing we can do is, using short breathing techniques. I've talked a lot about the physiological sigh. There's a lot of information about that can his name come to me right now? No. It can't. When I remember, I'll put it in the comments later. So we're just sort of doing 2 short breaths in and 1 long breath out, and just sort of a few rounds of that can really help you reset your nervous system. And one of the things that drains our energy very quickly is actually our nervous system being dysregulated. So of course I'm going to say essential oils are incredible. So aromatherapy has a long history of being used to help regulate emotions. If you want some ideas about some particular oils that will help, let me know. There are other things, such as some people love doing their little bit of self-care to help them feel relaxed and energized. And I can tell you, I have also commented recently, but there's a lot of pressure. I'm feeling a lot of pressure lately that whenever anyone asks me what I do and I say I make skincare, they're always commenting on my skin, and it's left me feeling a little bit like I can't leave the house I don't know, what's the word there? I don't know what to say. But I really feel like I have to be leaving the house looking fresh, and I don't feel fresh at all. So I forgot to turn focus off on my phone, and so I'm just looking away when the messages pop up. But there's those things of just doing a little bit more self-care. So this morning I applied my favorite technique of products just to give me a bit more of a skin glow. It's very easy, and I am the most efficient I used to say lazy, but efficient with my skincare. I take like 3 or 4 minutes in the morning and at night. But I added an extra 2 minutes this morning and I feel better for it. So even though my skin looks glowy, I still feel drained on the inside. So other things that I would do with that is using short meditations. My friend Jo, who's a holistic counselor, introduced me to Insight Timer, and I love it. It's got lots of little short ones that you can listen to for just reboosting. I like playing around with using sound and music, so using sound bowls, or actually the drum is really good for giving you a bit of like get up and go, and making sure that you find time to nourish yourself. I did notice that yesterday I had green tea and this morning I had caffeine. It was no good. I just felt all like heart racy. It didn't help my energy at all. I actually feel like I fell in a hole worse from that. I should know better by now. But you know, sometimes we still have to make those mistakes to remind ourselves that that's not what we should be doing. A dip in the ocean is amazing if you can do it. I have developed this real dislike of cold water, and my husband swears that Bondi is warm, but it still takes my breath away. And so I would suspect that's something to do with my adrenals being flatlined. I feel like I have a bit of work to do. So one of my biggest, strategies with managing my autoimmune disease has really been to manage stress levels, make sure I don't get into adrenal fatigue, keeping my hormones balanced, and I know have fallen off the deep end. I'm not the only one. It's been a big few years. I had a lot of upheaval the last couple of years, and I think it's all kind of like hit home. So I'm really looking forward to a break, which I'm sure a lot of you are as well. But in order just to get through the next few days, so it's really I have a market. I've got something for my son today, and then he finishes school tomorrow, and then I've got a market on the weekend, and then next week, and then I can kind of stop. Though we've got family for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, so there's still a few things to do. And so just to get through that, I'm trying to go to bed a little bit earlier. I'm trying to move a little bit more slowly in the morning. I'm trying to have those little breaks in the day where I can do those little bits of self-care, or making sure I'm getting in those nutrients, or doing those glowing skin sort of techniques that I use. Love using the facial tools for that. The silicone mask on top of your face oil for 10 minutes is a really good way of keeping your skin looking glowing, and just truly trying to find some space in between all of the things. So I know I've come to you a bit flat today, but that's kind of the way that I'm feeling, and so I can only be honest about how I am. Thank you all so much for joining. I feel a bit bad because I really feel like to come on here and give you like my best, but I got nothing to bring today. But you know, this is what happens, and sometimes I think we need to remind ourselves that rest is really, really important, and even if we've got a lot of things on, we have to find time to have the rest as well. So that's a balance, you know, we don't always get things right. Sunshine is also super regenerating, getting your feet on the grass, leaning against a tree, connecting with nature where you can, all of those little hints and tips. I would love you to tell me what your hints and tips are for finding energy when you know you're a bit worn out. I would just love to hear those, because I can use everything right now. I've got my last week of packing orders. We will be finishing up with sending orders out on Friday before Christmas, and then I'm actually having a break because, hello, I need one. But we've still got gift vouchers available if you want to give the gift of radiant skin to your friends or family. And I will be back in January. Lots of exciting things happening. Look out for, just lots of exciting things with Stripey Horse. But yes, if you would like to see us at the markets on Saturday, we are at Pittwater on Saturday, and then next Thursday at Paddington. So 2 more opportunities to shop live in person. The website's always there. We'll be open till Friday. We'll be doing free express upgrade, express shipping upgrade. But once Friday afternoon is done, can't guarantee that your products will get to you in time for Christmas. However, if you're local in the area, just get in touch as well. So I want to say thank you so much for joining. Please share your energy tips with me. Oh my goodness, can my parcel arrive? Because I really, really need a boost of antioxidants because I am drained AF. Thank you, and I will talk to you all soon. Happy Wednesday of the week before Christmas. Bye, everyone.